Hey, it's Russ and Lauren, and this is the Infectious Groove Music Channel and another reaction video for you. And what we try and do on the channel so far is stuff that either I've seen a lot and she hasn't, or she's seen a lot and I haven't. This particular one, not only have I seen this footage a ton, but I saw this actual tour twice, 2 nights in a row.
Cool.
And you've never seen Floyd live,
Nope.
live. No, and this tour was really something else, like with the effects and everything. And the whole show itself, there's like nearly every song is a highlight. But I picked this one to show you because this is like the grand finale of the evening. And before it gets started, when you look at the arch in this, know that the stage was 190 foot tall from the floor to the arch.
Wow.
And they took it to every city. So
Gosh.
it'll give you an idea of scale of what's happening in this here. So this is Pink Floyd, Run Like Hell from the 1994 tour. And yeah, I love that all the lasers and everything are all like in time with the
That is very cool.
timed by the sounds of the guitar. So yeah, that's what, so from the floor to the top of that arch is 190 feet. And that was, they brought that structure to every single place. They had something like 4 or 5 versions of the stage that were like traveling over each other. So they could always be set up like 2 or 3 cities.
Right.
ahead
Oh my God. So they had several of the same.
of the exact same. Yeah. The only thing that actually traveled with the group was like their, like all the they had duplicates of all the speaker systems, but like Dave's guitars, Nick's drums,
Right.
Rick's keys, they toured with the group.
That's wild.
Yeah. And when you always hear people say like, oh, Pink Floyd and lasers, this is what they're talking about. Size of these things all flying all over the place.
That must have been blinding.
It was. So you see those smoke pillows that are kind of like coming up. So like that's all I saw in person too. Because on the timing, if you really love music and you know the stuff, or you've been to a bunch of concerts, you kind of know when things are coming. So like when the song went to kick in, it was just kind of like me and a bunch of other people were like,
Oh, you were ready
yeah.
for it.
So you'd miss the flame and then see that and be like, oh yeah, yep, that sure happened. And you see the lights on either side. There was 2 huge pillars that were on either side of the stage too. For as grand as the stage looks, I do like when they do closer shots so you can see more of what's happening instead of it's just smoke and lights.
So much.
Yeah. Now you're a huge fan of the album, The Wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is a like nobody really acknowledges it. Obviously, you're missing Roger Waters on the vocal here, but like it's a way different rendition of the song, in my opinion. Like it's still the same. It's the same guitar tone. It's the same tempo. But I don't know. There's just a whole different feel to it.
If I had to put anything on it, it sounds cleaner and more hopeful in a weird way. I mean, but
even
then
though it's the same lyrics.
But there's 15 years in between, and I haven't heard a lyric other than "Run" yet.
And yeah, well, I want to hear what you think about the way the lyrics are done on this too, because on the record, it's Roger is overdubbed on himself, and you can't overlap yourself live. Plus, Roger's not even on this,
Right.
So Dave will sing a line, and then Guy Pratt sings a line, and they kind of over. So I want to hear what you think of that. So what do you think? Like, do you like how they
Yeah. How else were you going to do it?
Well, no, on the actual Wall tour, Dave would sing and Roger would sing with him. But like, I feel like Guy Pratt's, I don't want, this sounds like I'm insulting him when I wouldn't, but he's like, it sounds like he's on purpose trying to do a Roger impersonation.
A little bit.
Which is, I'm okay with, because that's how we know the song, right? Yeah. I like how he just seems to be screaming for all these words.
I mean, why not? I will tell you, like, Dave's voice is so different from Roger's that it was so jarring.
Different. I know, when he first sings, like, yeah. The only reason I was prepared for that is because I had heard bootlegs of the Wall tour where I'd heard Dave sing that before.
Who was playing bass with him for this?
Guy Pratt.
Okay, that's right. Okay. I love this little riff so much.
Oh, it's great. I love how Nick Mason's always just kind of like, yeah, I don't have much to do here. Well, he's awesome, but... I'm waiting. I want to hear your thoughts on this. I feel like that was a little overexcited.
A little bit. I mean, I am getting very much a kick out of Dave putting little melodic turns in where they ought not be.
Where Roger is incapable of.
Okay, that's fair. Where they weren't. Yeah. So he's like had to put them in there. He's like, no.
So this next section of the song, I think, is going to speak mostly to your heart. It's Rick and John Karen doing the keys from the record.
Okay.
But it's kind of an extended version of it. So see what you think of this. So this is obviously like, this is in the studio version of it, where it like kind of does this whole breakdown before it kicks back up. Now, having seen this show 2 nights in a row, the first night I was not prepared for like everything that was about to happen.
Okay.
And the second night I was like, oh man, everybody around us is about to be blinded. You'll see. See how almost everything's dark now except for like flickering lights and stuff. They're pretty much gonna go to the control panel here in a second and just push everything on.
Oh boy. Oh.
Yeah. You're going to see the moment where everything gets turned on.
God.
Yeah. Like, here's everything at once. And even, you couldn't see it much before. See how there's a row of lights at the bottom of the stage that are rotating too now. So those, you really couldn't escape, because it was like, right, you pretty much just had to like wait for them to rotate.
Oh God.
Try and watch. Yeah, to give you an idea of how bright those were.
Yeah, you couldn't escape that.
Yep. The sound of this always sounded to me like they were like, oh, we didn't hit that yet. We didn't hit that yet.
Oh, no.
Yeah. They're like, oh, shoot that off too.
Just poking all the buttons.
Yeah. Like Gilmore doing different versions of the riff that you like.
That's great.
At this point, as a musician, you're probably just like, well, whenever they're done blowing things up.
I can smell that.
Watch this. Yeah. Yeah. Now, most of that tour was indoor. Or I'm sorry, was outdoor. Almost the entire North American tour was outdoor, except for the 2 nights that I saw in Detroit in the Pontiac Silverdome. That footage that we just saw was from London's Earl's Court, so that was indoor as well. But the Pontiac Silverdome was notorious for bad acoustics. So imagine all of that blowing up and everything. And we were in a domed environment. You know, when they played Miami, Dallas, wherever else, all the smoke would go out. So
it was just
you couldn't see your hand in front of your face when that show was done. It was just like, well, I guess I'm just going to sit down and wait to be able to see anything.
Some people dream about that at a Pink Floyd show.
Yeah, no kidding. So that was us having a little fun watching some Pink Floyd footage that Lauren has never seen before. It was awesome for me because I got to see it in person and then watch it back on video so many times, and then for Lauren to get to see what I saw, what I thought was awesome. So as we always say in these videos, like, hey, if you want us to react to anything at all, if there's other Pink Floyd stuff you want to hear us do or whatever else, by all means, drop a comment below. If you would, share this out because that helps other people find the channel. Drop a like on it. And as we always say, thank you so much for watching.